Welcome to Jeff Lilly Restoration's video collection. We invite you to visit our website for hundreds of build tips, magazine articles, and to view our gallery for stunning studio pictures of our finished projects. Let's face it, most original bumpers from the factory were not shaped that well, especially on the fat-fendered 50s trucks. As seen on this 1954 Ford, the ends shut down as if they whacked them off. We will show you how to make it fit with a more realistic style in keeping with the body. Another angle shows it even better. As seen, the center line has been found and we hung a plumb bob to keep us on track. The first step is a mock-up. We use chipboard, which is available at your local art store. I purchased it in bulk from dickblick.com for the best pricing per sheet. I personally like to do quick mock-ups to save the client's time and then look at it throughout the day to be sure I like it. I also like to look at it from different angles and distances. If all is acceptable after that, I go with it. To start the process, we will go back about 4 inches or so from the end so we have enough room to make the transition smooth and precise. Manny cut it off using a Chicago Pneumatic 861 and then deburred the edge to have a clean starting point. Manny then cut some chipboard and fitted around the corner to make the transition. Using our mock-up as a template, we laid out the pieces and transferred them to 20 gauge sheet metal. The more precise you can make the template, the better your finished parts will come out. We use 16 gauge as the bumper is thicker than the average 20 gauge body panel. Remember, good fit, good weld, bad fit, bad weld. The choice is up to you. Take the time to do it right and you will be happy with the results. Manny uses a regular Sharpie to mark this bumper end as a guide to tweak the edge. On some pieces we use fine line Sharpies for precise marking and or a Miko bluing spray while using a carbide tip scribe for a fine silver line. Simple tools can be used such as an adjustable wrench to enable a small bend of 1/8 to 1/4 inch. This makes a nice rounded edge like our bumper top will have. The same goes for the side piece. As seen, it is coming around as he works it bit by bit until it is formed to his liking. You can hammer and dolly it the same way at this point, but we used a planishing hammer because we need to be maximally efficient for our customer's sake. Manny works the edge using a small radius die to take out any waves or irregularities that the adjustable wrench made while he was tweaking the radius with the adjustable wrench. A close-up shows how effective it is with this tool as it makes it a snap to roll it to the final shape. The center of the bumper end gets dipped a bit when the edge is being formed, so the English wheel will smooth and stretch it back out to a consistent shape in keeping with the bumper radius. As you can see, she fits pretty good first time around, so we are well on our way with this center section. Time to get on to the top section. Manny uses a square for a straight edge as he places the top section on the driver's side and tack welds it in place. As seen, both top and bottom corners are level and tacked in place as she is starting to come around. We are going from one side of the bumper to the other for photographic purposes, but it really does not matter if you do the top, bottom, or side pieces first. The center sections that Manny made first are now fitted in place. Being that we want a subtle radius on the edges, and given the fact that this gauge of metal will expand more than a thinner gauge because of the heat level required during welding, we took this into consideration and left a 1/8 gap for optimum results. As seen, we have it tack welded in place. On the passenger side, we are looking over the bumper edge to decide where we want to trim it for the best look. In addition, we are deciding how much we want to add to the top to make it closer to the body for a snug fit. Manny made a template and cut out some metal and has laid it out on top of the bumper so we can fill the void. We will then trim it back until there is a 1/2 inch gap between the body and the bumper edge. After we cut it at the correct angle, it is time to add the 3/16 wire to round off the edge. Once welded, then ground smooth, she looks great. In order to keep from seeing the bumper bracket, we added a bit of metal to close up the large gap the factory had on the splash pan behind the bumper. Time to finish it off.
Thank you for viewing our video build tip. If you like, go to our website and sign up to receive our tips every week by email. While you are there, be sure and check out our gallery of finished projects.